What is Ansible, and how does it work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible is an open-source automation tool for configuration management, application deployment, and task automation using playbooks, YAML files. How does Ansible differ from other configuration management tools like Puppet or Chef?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible is agentless, uses SSH for communication, and follows a simpler, more declarative approach compared to tools like Puppet or Chef. What are Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Playbooks are YAML files that define a series of tasks and roles that Ansible will execute on remote systems. How does Ansible manage idempotency?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible ensures idempotency by checking the current state of resources and only making changes when needed, preventing repeated changes. What is an Ansible inventory?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An Ansible inventory is a file, static or dynamic, that defines the hosts and groups of hosts that Ansible manages. How does Ansible handle sensitive data like passwords?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses Ansible Vault to encrypt sensitive data such as passwords or private keys within playbooks and inventory files. Can Ansible be used for cloud infrastructure automation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible integrates with various cloud providers: AWS, Azure, GCP, to automate cloud infrastructure provisioning and management. What is the difference between roles and tasks in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tasks are individual actions executed by Ansible, whereas roles are reusable, structured collections of tasks, variables, and templates. What is the purpose of Ansible.cfg?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible.cfg is the Ansible configuration file where you can define various settings like default, inventory location, SSH options, and retries. How can you run Ansible Playbooks in parallel?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Playbooks can run tasks in parallel by setting the forks parameter in Ansible.cfg to control the number of simultaneous connections. What is the use of Become in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Become is used in Ansible to escalate privileges, allowing tasks to be executed with sudo or another privilege escalation method. How do you test and debug Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can test and debug playbooks using options like check, diff, and v for verbose mode to identify issues without making changes. What is Ansible Galaxy?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Galaxy is a command line tool used to download and share Ansible roles from the Ansible Galaxy repository. Can Ansible manage Windows servers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible can manage Windows servers using WinRM as the communication protocol, along with Windows-specific modules. How does Ansible handle version control for playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible playbooks and roles can be version controlled using Git, allowing collaboration and tracking of changes across multiple environments. What is the difference between command and shell modules in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Command executes a command without invoking a shell, while shell runs commands within a shell, making it useful for complex operations. How can you ensure Ansible tasks are executed in a specific order?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible tasks are executed sequentially in the order they are listed within a playbook unless dependencies or handlers are explicitly specified. What is a handler in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Handlers are special tasks that are triggered by other tasks via notify directive, and are only run once at the end of a playbook run. How does Ansible handle dynamic inventories?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Dynamic inventories are scripts or plugins that generate the list of hosts dynamically based on external sources like cloud platforms or databases. Can Ansible be used with Docker?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible can manage Docker containers, images, and networks using dedicated Docker modules to automate container operations. What is the purpose of Ansible Pull?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Pull is used to have the nodes pull the latest playbook from a central Git repository and execute it locally, enabling a pull-based deployment. What is the use of facts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Facts are variables automatically gathered by Ansible about remote systems, e.g., IP, OS version, using the setup module, and they can be used in playbooks. Can you reuse existing playbooks in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible supports the reuse of playbooks using the import_playbook and include directives, allowing modular and maintainable configurations. What is the difference between Ansible Playbook and Ansible commands?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Playbook runs a playbook set of tasks, while Ansible runs a single ad hoc task on a group of hosts. How does Ansible handle load balancing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can be used to configure and manage load balancers, like HAProxy, NGINX, by automating the provisioning and setup of load balancer configurations. What are Ansible filters, and how do you use them?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible filters allow data to be transformed in a playbook, such as formatting variables or manipulating strings. Filters are applied using Ginger 2 templates. How does Ansible ensure security when connecting to remote hosts?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses SSH by default, with passwordless keys or password authentication. Additional security can be enforced using Ansible Vault and privilege escalation with sudo. Can Ansible handle rolling updates?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible can perform rolling updates by using serial in playbooks, allowing updates to be applied to a few servers at a time rather than all at once. What is the use of the with_items directive in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
With_items is used for looping through a list or array of items in a task, applying the task to each item in the list individually. What are Ansible tags, and why are they useful?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tags in Ansible are used to run specific tasks in a playbook. You can assign tags to tasks and then run only the tagged tasks using the Tags option. How do you use Ansible to manage multiple environments, dev, staging, production?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles multiple environments by organizing inventories into groups, e.g., dev, prod, and using group_vars and host_vars for specific environment variables. Can Ansible be used to automate network device management?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible has specific modules for managing network devices, routers, switches, firewalls, from vendors like Cisco, Juniper, Arista, and more. How can you disable gathering facts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can disable fact gathering by setting gather_facts. No in the playbook, which speeds up execution when facts are not needed. What is the delegate_to directive, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Delegate_to is used to run a task on a different host than the one defined in the playbooks. Inventory. Useful for tasks like load balancing or orchestration. How does Ansible handle large infrastructures with thousands of servers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can scale to large infrastructures using strategies like asynchronous task execution, parallel execution, forks, and dynamic inventory. What is check_mode in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Check_mode runs the playbook in dry run mode, showing what changes would be made without actually applying them. Useful for testing changes before deployment. Can Ansible be integrated with Jenkins?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible can be integrated with Jenkins by using Ansible Playbooks as part of Jenkins pipelines for continuous integration and deployment, CI/CD. How does Ansible handle task dependencies?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Task dependencies can be managed using when conditionals to control when a task should run, or using handlers that trigger tasks upon changes. Can you extend Ansible with custom modules?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. You can write custom modules in Python, PowerShell, or any language that can communicate via JSON to extend Ansible's functionality. What is the difference between include_tasks and import_tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Include_tasks is dynamic, meaning tasks are included at runtime, while import_tasks is static and is processed when the playbook is parsed. How does Ansible handle retries for failed tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can retry tasks by using the retries and delay parameters in playbooks, specifying how many times to retry and the delay between attempts. How can you limit the scope of playbook execution to specific hosts or groups?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can limit playbook execution to specific hosts or groups using the L or limit option in the Ansible CLI to target a subset of the inventory. What are Ansible facts caching mechanisms?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible supports facts caching mechanisms, like Redis or JSON files, to cache gathered facts, improving performance in large environments. How does Ansible handle error handling in playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Error handling in Ansible is done using options like ignore_errors, failed_when, and block with rescue and always for structured error handling. How does Ansible integrate with HashiCorp Vault for secrets management?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible integrates with HashiCorp Vault by retrieving secrets dynamically from Vault and using them within playbooks via the hashi_vault lookup plugin. Can Ansible handle continuous deployment?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible can be used for continuous deployment as part of CI/CD pipelines, automating infrastructure provisioning and application deployment. What is meta? Refresh_inventory in Ansible.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Meta refresh_inventory is used to refresh the inventory in the middle of a playbook run. Useful when dynamic inventories are modified during execution. How do you handle multi-threading in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible does not support multi-threading natively but uses forks to achieve parallelism by controlling the number of tasks run simultaneously. How does Ansible ensure compliance with security policies?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible ensures compliance by automating the application of security policies, e.g., SIS benchmarks, using predefined roles and playbooks for continuous compliance. What is the difference between Ansible raw and command modules?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The raw module executes commands without any shell or module support. Useful for minimal systems without Python installed. The command module runs with full Ansible support. What is a fact in Ansible, and how are they used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Facts are gathered data about a system, e.g., OS, memory, IP, using the setup module and can be used in playbooks for conditional logic. How does Ansible handle large binaries or files for deployment?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can use the copy or fetch modules for transferring large files or binaries. Alternatively, it can utilize cloud storage like S3 for distribution. What is the use of the serial keyword in Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Serial allows Ansible to run tasks in batches, meaning you can apply tasks to a subset of hosts at a time, making it useful for rolling updates or upgrades. How does Ansible handle multi-tier application deployments?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles multi-tier deployments by separating hosts into groups, e.g., web, database, in the inventory and applying different playbooks for each tier. Can Ansible manage Kubernetes clusters?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible integrates with Kubernetes through the K8s module, allowing the creation, scaling, and management of resources within a Kubernetes cluster. What is the use of become underscore method in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Become underscore method specifies which privilege escalation method to use, e.g., sudo su pbrune, when a task requires elevated privileges. How does Ansible ensure reusability across different environments?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible promotes reusability through roles and variables. Group underscore vars, host underscore vars, making it easier to apply the same playbooks across environments. What is the hosts directive, and how is it used in Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hosts directive defines the target hosts or groups for which the playbook tasks will be executed, as specified in the inventory file. How do you debug Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can debug playbooks using the debug module to print variable values, setting v, vv, or vvv for verbosity, and using step for step-by-step execution. How does Ansible integrate with Terraform?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can be used to configure infrastructure after it has been provisioned by Terraform, with Terraform handling the infrastructure setup and Ansible managing the configuration. What is meta? Clear underscore facts used for in Ansible Playbooks.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Meta. Clear underscore facts clears all facts that were gathered during a playbook execution, ensuring no facts are cached or reused in subsequent tasks. How does Ansible handle asynchronous tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Asynchronous tasks in Ansible are handled with the async parameter to run long-running tasks in the background and the poll parameter to control checks. Can Ansible manage Docker containers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible has dedicated modules like Docker underscore container and Docker underscore image for managing Docker containers, images, networks, and volumes. How does Ansible handle dependencies between roles?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible allows role dependencies to be defined in the meta/main.yml file of a role, where you can specify other roles that need to run before the current role. What is the difference between include_role and import_role?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Include_role dynamically loads a role during runtime, while import_role statically loads a role when the playbook is parsed. How does Ansible manage remote file transfers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible transfers files using the copy or fetch modules for individual files and synchronize. Rsync-based. For large data transfers between local and remote machines. Can Ansible run tasks on localhost?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. You can specify hosts, localhost to run tasks locally. Useful for testing playbooks or running Ansible as part of a CI/CD pipeline. What is the purpose of the synchronize module in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The synchronize module is used for fast, efficient file transfers between a local and a remote machine, using the rsync protocol. How can you override variables in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Variables in Ansible can be overridden using extra_vars, which can be passed via the command line. Ansible Playbook var equals value, or by setting variable precedence. What is the block module, and how does it work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The block module allows grouping of related tasks in a playbook and includes options for error handling, rescue, always, within the block. How do you write an Ansible playbook to install a package only if it's not already installed?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You use when with a fact like Ansible_facts packages to check if the package is installed, and use the package module if it isn't. What is the purpose of Ansible doc?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible doc is a command line tool used to view documentation for Ansible modules, showing available parameters, examples, and usage instructions. How does Ansible handle system reboots?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses the reboot module to reboot systems and can wait for the system to come back online, using parameters like wait_for_connection. How does Ansible handle parallelism?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible executes tasks in parallel by default with 5 forks. This can be increased using the F flag or setting in Ansible.cfg. What is the difference between handler and notify in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Notify triggers a handler to run when a task changes. Handlers are special tasks executed at the end of a play, triggered by notify. Can you define Ansible Vault?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Vault is a feature used to encrypt sensitive data like passwords or private keys in Ansible. playbooks or files. How can you control task execution order in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Task execution can be controlled using pre_tasks, and post_tasks to define tasks before, during, and after the main task execution. How does Ansible handle repetitive tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses loops to handle repetitive tasks, such as with _items, with _dict, and loop, iterating over a list of items or dictionaries. What are Ansible tags, and how are they used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tags in Ansible allow tasks to be selectively run by specifying a tag name in the playbook, which can be invoked using tags during execution. How do you pass dynamic inventory in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Dynamic inventory is passed using scripts or plugins that return a JSON format of hosts and groups, enabling inventory from cloud or other services. What is the purpose of Ansible Pull, and how does it work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Pull allows nodes to pull and apply playbooks directly from a source control repository, commonly used in configuration management. How do you handle errors in Ansible tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles errors using ignore_errors, yes to skip errors, failed_ when to define custom failure conditions, and rescue blocks to recover from failures. Can Ansible be used for network automation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes. Ansible has dedicated network modules for managing switches, routers, and firewalls from various vendors like Cisco, Juniper, and Arista. How does Ansible handle configuration drift?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible is idempotent, meaning repeated execution of the same playbook results in the same system state, preventing configuration drift. What is delegate_to, and how is it used in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Delegate_to allows you to run a specific task on a different host than the one defined in the playbook, useful for centralized operations like load balancer updates. Can you explain the use of Ansible_connection in inventory?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible_connection defines the method Ansible uses to connect to hosts, e.g., SSH, local, WINRM, set in the inventory file or playbook. What is Ansible CMDB, and what is it used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible CMDB is a tool that generates reports and HTML documentation from Ansible facts gathered during playbook execution. How does Ansible handle cross-platform automation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses conditionals, variables, and platform-specific modules to ensure tasks can run on different operating systems like Linux, Windows, or Mac OS. What is the difference between local_action and delegate_to localhost?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Local_action allows you to run a task directly on the control machine. Delegate_to localhost also runs tasks locally, but is specified differently for task flexibility. How can you manage environment-specific variables in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible allows environment-specific variables using group_vars and host_vars directories, or by passing extra_vars at runtime for dynamic configuration. How can you secure sensitive information in Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sensitive information like passwords or API keys can be encrypted with Ansible Vault or stored in environment variables and passed as extra_vars. Can you explain the no_log directive in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The no_log directive is used to suppress sensitive information from being logged in the playbook output, such as passwords or security keys. How does Ansible handle package management on different OSes?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses package-specific modules like apt for Debian-based systems, yum for Red Hat-based systems, and abstracts them with the package module for cross-platform usage. How can you implement conditional imports in Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Conditional imports can be achieved by using import_playbook or include_playbook along with a when clause to control which playbooks are loaded. What is the purpose of max_fail_% in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Max_fail_% specifies the maximum percentage of hosts that can fail in a playbook run before Ansible stops the execution of the entire play. How does Ansible handle system dependencies?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses the Ansible built-in package module to install dependencies for different systems, and roles can be used to handle role-specific dependencies with meta/main.yml. What is Ansible_connection local used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible_connection local is used to run playbooks on the control machine itself rather than remote hosts. Useful for local testing or automation tasks. How do you control task execution order across hosts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can control execution order using serial max_fail_% and strategy. These control how tasks execute across multiple hosts. What is the purpose of meta clear_facts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Meta clear_facts is used to clear facts gathered for the hosts in the current play, allowing for fresh fact collection in subsequent tasks. How does Ansible handle task retries?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can retry failed tasks using retries and delay options within the until loop, which defines how many times a task should be retried. Can you explain the purpose of Ansible's strategy? Free.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Strategy. Free allows Ansible to run tasks in parallel without waiting for other tasks to complete. Useful when tasks are independent across hosts. How do you manage Ansible configuration settings?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible configuration settings can be managed using the Ansible.cfg file, environment variables, or command line arguments like e and extra vars. What are Ansible filters, and how are they used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Filters in Ansible are used to transform data or variables. For example, backquote. What is the purpose of gather_facts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Gather_facts collects system information such as network settings, hardware details, and OS versions, used in decision-making within playbooks. How does Ansible handle conflicting variable precedence?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles variable precedence through a hierarchy, with extra_vars having the highest precedence, followed by role defaults, inventory variables, etc. What is Ansible Galaxy, and what is it used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Galaxy is a command line tool used to install, create, and manage Ansible roles from Ansible Galaxy, a public repository of roles. Can you explain the concept of roles in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Roles in Ansible are a structured way to organize playbooks, variables, files, tasks, and handlers, making them reusable across different playbooks. What is the purpose of block in Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Block allows grouping tasks together to apply common error handling, conditional execution, or rescue, retry operations across multiple tasks. How do you manage multiple environments in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Multiple environments can be managed using inventory files for different environments, group_vars and host_vars directories, or extra_vars to specify environment-specific details. How does Ansible handle task failures?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can handle task failures using failed_ when for custom failure conditions. Ignore _errors to skip over failures. And rescue blocks for recovery. What is Ansible config, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible config is a command line tool that allows users to view, validate, or dump the current Ansible configuration settings from Ansible.cfg. Can you explain the difference between include_tasks and import_tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Include_tasks is processed dynamically during playbook execution, whereas import_tasks is processed at the time the playbook is parsed, providing different flexibility. How do you set up Ansible for Windows automation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Windows automation in Ansible requires using WinRM for remote management, and specific Ansible modules like win_feature, win_service, and win_package are used for Windows tasks. How does Ansible handle large-scale deployments?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles large-scale deployments using strategies like serial, limiting the number of hosts being configured at a time, and by breaking tasks into roles for reusability. What is Ansible Test, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Test is a tool used to run tests for Ansible content such as roles or collections, ensuring correctness, integration, and performance of Ansible components. What is the purpose of async in Ansible tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The async directive allows tasks to run asynchronously in the background, with the poll parameter controlling how frequently Ansible checks for task completion. How can you verify if Ansible is properly installed?
3, 2, 1, 0.
To verify Ansible installation, use the command Ansible version, which will display the installed version along with other configuration details. What is fact caching, and why is it used in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Fact caching allows Ansible to store gathered facts in a cache, e.g., Redis or JSON file, speeding up repeated runs by avoiding redundant fact gathering. Can you explain the hosts directive in Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hosts directive in Ansible defines which hosts or groups of hosts the playbook tasks should target, and it is specified at the play level. How do you handle dependencies between roles in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Role dependencies are defined in the meta/main.yml file inside a role, specifying other roles that should be executed before or after the current role. What is Ansible doc, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible doc is a command line tool that shows documentation for Ansible modules, plugins, and collections, useful for understanding module usage and options. How do you handle version control for Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Version control for Ansible Playbooks is typically handled using Git, where playbooks are stored in repositories, and changes are tracked and managed through branches and commits. What is Ansible Lookup plugin, and how does it work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Lookup plugin is used to retrieve data from external sources such as files, environment variables, or even URLs. It is often used to pull in dynamic content. How does Ansible handle conditional task execution?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Conditional task execution in Ansible is handled using the when clause, allowing tasks to run only if a certain condition is true. What are Ansible local facts, and how are they used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Local facts are custom facts defined on individual hosts and stored in, etc. Ansible facts. They allow specific host-level customization of facts. What is Become in Ansible, and why is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Become is used to escalate privileges to run tasks as a different user. Commonly root. It supports various privilege escalation methods like sudo, su, etc. How do you manage passwords in Ansible without hardcoding them?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles passwords securely by using Ansible Vault to encrypt files or variables, and environment variables or prompts to input passwords dynamically. What is the purpose of the flatten filter in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The flatten filter is used to convert a list of lists into a flat list, simplifying nested structures when processing lists in playbooks. How does Ansible handle task delegation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Task delegation is managed using the delegate _ to directive, which allows a task to run on a different host than the one targeted by the playbook. Can you explain the purpose of Ansible _ manage?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible _ managed is a special string used in templates to indicate that a file is managed by Ansible, often including metadata like timestamps or playbook details. What is the gather _ subset option in Ansible Facts?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The gather _ subset option allows control over which specific facts Ansible collects. For example, limiting fact gathering to only network or hardware facts. How do you ensure idempotency in Ansible tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Idempotency is ensured by using state definitions like present, absent, or latest in modules, which ensures tasks don't make unnecessary changes if the desired state is already met. What is Ansible Console, and how does it work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Console is an interactive command line tool that allows you to run Ansible ad hoc commands interactively and in real time against an inventory of hosts. Can you explain Ansible's async and poll directives?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The async directive allows tasks to run in the background, while poll controls how often Ansible checks for the completion of an async task. What is the meta refresh _ inventory directive?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Meta refresh _ inventory forces a playbook to refresh the inventory from the dynamic source during execution, ensuring the latest inventory state is used for subsequent tasks. How do you handle multiple SSH keys in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible allows you to specify different SSH keys per host using the Ansible_SSH_private_key_file variable in the inventory file or playbook. What is Ansible Playbooks, and what is its purpose?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Playbooks is a linting tool for checking Ansible playbooks and roles against PEP8 and other Python standards, ensuring better code quality. Can you explain Ansible's diff mode?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Diff mode shows changes made to files or configurations by Ansible tasks in a human-readable format. Useful for debugging or auditing changes. How does Ansible handle inventory variables?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Inventory variables are defined in group_vars and host_vars directories or directly in the inventory file, allowing customization of variables per host or group. What is the difference between import_playbook and import_role?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Import_playbook includes an entire playbook within another, while import_role includes a role into a playbook, providing modularity and reusability. How do you ensure secure communication between Ansible and remote hosts?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Secure communication is ensured by using SSH with key-based authentication, managing known hosts, or using additional tools like Vault for sensitive data. How do you use Ansible pull-in pull-based configurations?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible pull runs playbooks in a pull-based configuration, where nodes pull configurations from a central Git repository and apply the playbooks locally. What is the role of Ansible inventory command?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible inventory is a command line tool that allows you to display, convert, or verify the inventory used by Ansible, providing visibility into host and group structure. How can you handle dynamic variables in Ansible templates?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Dynamic variables in templates are handled using Jinja 2 templating engine, allowing for powerful logic like loops, conditionals, and filters directly in templates. What is Ansible's check_mode, and when is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Check_mode is used to perform a dry run of a playbook, showing what changes would have been made without actually making those changes to the system. How do you run Ansible on containers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can be run inside containers, or used to manage containerized applications, with support for Docker or Kubernetes modules like Docker_container or K8s. How does Ansible handle load balancing configuration?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles load balancing by automating the deployment of load balancers such as HA-proxy, Nginx, or AWSELB using playbooks to manage and configure them. What is the serial keyword in Ansible, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1,
Serial is used to control how many hosts Ansible targets at a time during execution, ensuring that tasks are only run on a subset of hosts before proceeding to others. What is the diff option in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The diff option in Ansible shows differences in files when Ansible modifies them, making it easier to see what changes were made. How can you manage different environments in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can manage different environments by organizing your inventory and variables into separate files for each environment, such as dev, stage, and production, and using conditionals. What is the difference between include_tasks and import_tasks in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Include_tasks is dynamically loaded during runtime, whereas import_tasks is statically loaded at the start of the playbook execution. How do you validate YAML files in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible provides the Ansible lint tool to validate the syntax and logic of YAML files in playbooks, ensuring compliance with best practices. How does Ansible handle error handling and retries?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible provides the retries and until keywords, allowing tasks to be retried until a specific condition is met or the maximum retries are reached. What is the purpose of the meta end_play directive?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Meta end_play is used to stop the execution of a play for all hosts, allowing for the early termination of a play under certain conditions. How do you execute Ansible tasks asynchronously?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Asynchronous tasks can be executed using the async directive, which runs tasks in the background, and poll, which defines the interval to check the task status. What are roles in Ansible, and why are they used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Roles are a way to organize playbooks into reusable, modular components. They allow for better structure and easier sharing of configurations across projects. How can you execute a playbook on a subset of hosts?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can execute a playbook on a subset of hosts by specifying the hosts in the inventory or using the limit flag when running the playbook. What is the use of the Ansible_facts variable?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible_facts variable contains information collected about the host, such as OS details, network interfaces, and hardware, which can be used in playbooks. How do you control task execution order in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Task execution order can be controlled using pre_tasks, tasks, and post_tasks directives, which define tasks that run before, during, and after the main tasks. What is the purpose of Ansible Galaxy?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Galaxy is a command line tool used to create, share, and download Ansible roles from the Ansible Galaxy repository, encouraging role reusability. How does Ansible manage package installations?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible uses modules like yum, apt, or DNF for package installations, allowing for package management across different Linux distributions. What is the function of the no_log directive?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The no_log directive prevents sensitive data, such as passwords or keys, from being logged, ensuring security and confidentiality in task output. How can Ansible Playbooks be debugged?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Playbooks can be debugged using the debug module, which prints variable values and other information, or by running the playbook in verbose mode, V or higher. What is the use of Ansible_connection variable?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible_connection variable defines the connection type Ansible uses to communicate with hosts, e.g., SSH, local, WINRM, Docker. What is the difference between copy and fetch modules in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The copy module is used to transfer files from the control machine to the host, while fetch is used to retrieve files from the remote host to the control machine. How does Ansible handle host inventories?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles inventories through static or dynamic files. Static inventories list hosts explicitly, while dynamic inventories are generated programmatically from a source like AWS. What is the use of the with_items directive?
3, 2, 1, 0.
With_items is a loop directive that allows tasks to iterate over a list of items, applying the task to each item in the list. How do you handle failure in Ansible tasks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Task failure can be handled using the ignore_errors directive to continue execution, or failed_ when to specify custom failure conditions. How do you create dynamic inventories in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Dynamic inventories are created by using inventory scripts or plugins that pull information from external sources like cloud providers, e.g., AWS, GCP, OpenStack. What is the role of Ansible config command?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible config is a command line tool used to view, list, or edit the configuration settings of Ansible, allowing customization of Ansible's runtime behavior. How does Ansible handle Windows hosts?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles Windows hosts using WINRM for communication, and modules like win_feature, win_package, and win_service for configuration tasks. What is Ansible lint, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible lint is a tool used to check playbooks for errors and best practices, ensuring that the playbooks are written in a consistent and efficient manner. What is Ansible.cfg and its significance?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible.cfg is Ansible's configuration file that controls settings like inventory location, SSH connection options, and privilege escalation. How do you perform a dry run in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can perform a dry run in Ansible using the check flag, which simulates the playbook execution without making actual changes. What are handler and when should they be used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Handlers are special tasks triggered by the notify directive and are used when a task result requires subsequent action, e.g., restarting a service after configuration change. Can you explain the use of become in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Become allows Ansible to run tasks with elevated privileges, e.g., root, on remote systems by specifying how to escalate privilege, e.g., sudo. What is the use of Ansible pull?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible pull allows a machine to pull and apply playbooks from a remote repository, e.g., Git, instead of pushing configuration from a control machine. How do you create an Ansible custom module?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible custom modules can be written in any language, e.g., Python. The module needs to return a JSON response with specific keys like changed and MSG. What are inventory groups in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Inventory groups allow organizing hosts in a logical way, e.g., web servers, DB servers, to apply targeted configurations to specific sets of hosts. How can you speed up playbook execution?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Playbook execution can be sped up by using forks, parallelism, disabling fact gathering, gather_facts, false, and using asynchronous tasks. What is the difference between block and rescue in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Block is used to group tasks together, while rescue catches errors in tasks within a block, allowing error recovery and custom error handling. How does Ansible handle variables precedence?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible handles variable precedence in a specific order, from lowest, defaults, to highest, command line. Variables set closer to the task have higher precedence. What is the purpose of the line in file module?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The line in file module is used to insert, modify, or remove lines in a file, based on regular expressions, without overwriting the entire file. What is Ansible test used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible test is a testing utility that helps in testing Ansible plugins, modules, and roles, ensuring they are functional and follow best practices. Can you explain the purpose of gather_facts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Gather_facts collects system information from managed nodes, e.g., IP address, OS details, and makes them available as variables for playbooks. How do you perform rolling updates in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Rolling updates can be performed by using the serial keyword, which limits the number of hosts on which a playbook runs concurrently, thus reducing downtime. How does Ansible handle SSH key-based authentication? Ansible uses SSH keys to authenticate the control machine with remote hosts. The private key on the control machine and the public key on the remote host enable secure connections. What is the purpose of the delegate underscore to directive in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The delegate underscore to directive is used to delegate the execution of a specific task to a different host or group, regardless of the current host in context. How do you use tags in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tags allow you to control which tasks in a playbook should run by specifying task-specific tags, and then using tags or skip tags to filter tasks. What is the notify keyword in Ansible used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The notify keyword is used to trigger handlers when a task results in changes. Handlers are run at the end of the playbook and execute actions like restarting services. What is the async underscore status module in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The async underscore status module checks the status of asynchronous jobs started by the async directive, allowing tracking of long-running tasks. How do you use Ansible Doc?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Doc displays documentation for Ansible modules, helping users understand module usage, available options, and return values. What is raw module in Ansible, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The raw module is used to execute commands directly on remote hosts without using the Ansible Python interpreter, making it useful for minimal environments. Can you explain the use of become underscore user in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Become underscore user is used in conjunction with become to specify the user Ansible should become during task execution, e.g., switching to root or another user. How does Ansible Vault handle encrypted files in playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Vault encrypts variables and files in playbooks, making it necessary to provide a decryption password during playbook execution. What is a loop control in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Loop control allows customizing loops using directives like loop with underscore items, with underscore dict, or with underscore file, making task execution more efficient and flexible. What is the local underscore action module?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Local underscore action is used to run tasks locally on the control node rather than on remote hosts, making it useful for tasks that need to execute locally. What is the set underscore fact module in Ansible? The set_fact module allows you to define variables at runtime, enabling dynamic variable assignment based on conditions within a playbook. How can you use Ansible to manage Docker containers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can manage Docker containers using the Docker_container module, which allows for the creation, management, and removal of containers. What is the template module used for in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The template module is used to create files from Jinja 2 templates, allowing dynamic content generation based on variables and facts. Explain the use of Ansible_Python_interpreter.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible_Python_interpreter variable specifies the Python interpreter to use on remote hosts, allowing compatibility with different Python versions. How do you implement conditionals in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Conditionals in Ansible can be implemented using the when clause to execute tasks based on variable values or facts collected from hosts. What are facts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Facts are automatically gathered information about remote hosts, including OS type, IP addresses, and other system variables, available as Ansible variables. How does Ansible ensure idempotency?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible ensures idempotency by checking the state of resources before applying changes, meaning the same playbook can be run multiple times without causing unintended changes. What is Ansible Console?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Console is an interactive shell for executing Ansible commands on managed hosts, allowing real-time execution and testing of modules. How can you register variables in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can register variables by using the register keyword in a task, allowing the output of that task to be stored for use in subsequent tasks. Explain the purpose of the slurp module.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The slurp module is used to read the contents of a file on a remote machine and return it as base64 encoded data, useful for transferring files securely. What is the significance of Ansible_user variable?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible_user variable specifies the username used to connect to the remote hosts, crucial for establishing SSH connections. How do you execute tasks conditionally based on a variable?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can execute tasks conditionally by using the when directive along with a condition that evaluates a variable's value or state. How can you manage file permissions in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
File permissions can be managed using the file module, which allows setting owner, group, and mode permissions for files and directories. What is the purpose of Ansible Vault Encrypt?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Vault Encrypt is used to encrypt sensitive files or variables, ensuring that confidential data remains secure within playbooks. How do you check for available updates on a system using Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can check for available updates using the yum or apt modules with the update_cache option set to yes, which refreshes the package list before checking for updates. Explain the Ansible Galaxy command.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Galaxy is used to manage roles and collections in Ansible, enabling the installation, creation, and sharing of reusable components. How can you implement role dependencies in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Role dependencies can be implemented using the dependencies keyword in the roles meta/main.yml file, specifying roles that should be installed alongside it. What is the use of Ansible CMDB?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible CMDB is a tool that generates a configuration management database, CMDB, from Ansible facts, providing a clear view of the infrastructure. How do you manage network devices with Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Network devices can be managed using specific Ansible modules, e.g., iOS_config for Cisco devices, which allow configuration and management of networking equipment. What is the user module in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The user module is used to manage user accounts on remote systems, allowing for the creation, modification, and deletion of user accounts. How does Ansible support multi-cloud environments?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible supports multi-cloud environments through dynamic inventories and modules that interact with various cloud providers, enabling infrastructure as code across platforms. How do you handle sensitive data in playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sensitive data in playbooks can be handled using Ansible Vault to encrypt variables and files, ensuring that confidential information is protected. What is the difference between with _items and loop?
3, 2, 1, 0.
With _items is a legacy syntax for looping over lists, while loop is the preferred method that supports more complex data structures and is more flexible. How do you use Ansible_facts in a playbook?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible_facts provides gathered facts about the target system, which can be accessed as variables to tailor tasks based on the host's characteristics. What is the purpose of the wait underscore for module?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The wait underscore for module is used to pause playbook execution until a specific condition is met, such as waiting for a port to become available or a file to appear. How can you run a command on a remote host using Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can run a command on a remote host using the command module or the shell module, which allows execution of arbitrary shell commands. What is the significance of vars in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Vars are used to define variables at different levels. Play, role, or task that can be referenced within the playbook to customize execution and configuration. How can you install packages using Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Packages can be installed using the app or yum modules, specifying the package name and desired state, e.g., present for installation. What is an Ansible role?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An Ansible role is a structured way of organizing playbooks, tasks, variables, and files, promoting reusability and sharing of configurations. How can you handle errors in Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Errors in Ansible Playbooks can be handled using the ignore_errors directive to continue playbook execution despite task failures, or by using block and rescue. What is the purpose of Ansible Vault?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible Vault is a feature that allows for the encryption of sensitive data within playbooks, ensuring confidentiality and security of passwords and secrets. How can you debug Ansible Playbooks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can debug Ansible Playbooks using the debug module to print variable values or messages during playbook execution, aiding in troubleshooting. What is the role of inventory in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The inventory is a file or script that defines the hosts or groups of hosts that Ansible will manage, specifying details such as connection information and variables. Explain the Ansible Playbook command.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible Playbook command is used to execute Ansible Playbooks, specifying options such as inventory, verbosity, and extra variables. How do you handle multiple environments in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can handle multiple environments in Ansible by using separate inventories or group variables to manage configurations for different environments, e.g., dev, test, prod. What is the block in file module used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The block in file module is used to insert or modify a block of text in a file, allowing for complex configuration management within a specific file. How can you ensure playbooks are idempotent?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ensuring playbooks are idempotent involves designing tasks to check the current state before applying changes, thus preventing repeated modifications. What is the purpose of the file module?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The file module is used to manage file properties such as permissions, ownership, and existence, allowing for comprehensive file management in playbooks. How do you create an Ansible inventory file?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An Ansible inventory file can be created in INI or YAML format, specifying host names or IP addresses along with group definitions and associated variables. What is the yum module used for in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The yum module is used to manage packages on RPM-based distributions, allowing for package installation, updates, and removals through the yum package manager. How do you use environment variables in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Environment variables can be accessed in Ansible using the lookup plugin with the env argument, allowing for dynamic configuration based on the environment. Explain the copy module in Ansible.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The copy module is used to copy files from the control machine to remote hosts, with options to set permissions and ownership during the transfer. How do you manage secrets in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Secrets in Ansible can be managed using Ansible Vault for encryption, or by using external secret management tools like HashiCorp Vault in conjunction with Ansible. What is the Ansible.cfg file used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible.cfg file is the configuration file for Ansible, where you can set global parameters like inventory paths, module settings, and logging configurations. Explain how to use Ansible Playbook with tags.
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can use tags with Ansible Playbook to run specific parts of a playbook by adding the tags option followed by the tag name, allowing selective execution of tasks. How do you define dependencies in Ansible roles?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Dependencies in Ansible roles can be defined in the meta/main.yml file of a role, where you can list other roles that should be installed alongside it. What is the assemble module in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The assemble module is used to combine multiple files into a single file, allowing for easy management of configurations that are split into smaller parts. How do you use conditionals with when in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can use conditionals with the when directive to execute tasks based on the evaluation of variables or facts, enabling dynamic task execution based on conditions. What is the purpose of template module in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The template module is used to create or modify files from Ginger2 templates, allowing for dynamic content generation based on variables and host facts. How can you check if a package is installed using Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can check if a package is installed using the package_facts module or by using the yum or apt modules with the state parameter set to present. Explain the use of wait underscore for underscore connection module.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The wait underscore for underscore connection module is used to wait for a host to become reachable via SSH, ensuring the host is ready before executing further tasks. What is the role of inventory underscore host name variable?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The inventory underscore hostname variable contains the name of the host as defined in the inventory file, allowing tasks to reference the specific target host. How do you pass extra variables to an Ansible playbook?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Extra variables can be passed to a playbook using the E option followed by the variable name and value when executing Ansible Playbook. Explain the debug module in Ansible.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The debug module is used to print messages or variable values to the console during playbook execution. Useful for troubleshooting and validating output. What is the line in file module used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The line in file module is used to manage lines in text files, allowing for the addition, modification, or removal of specific lines based on patterns. How can you create a new user in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can create a new user in Ansible using the user module, specifying the username and any optional parameters such as shell and groups. How do you implement a delay between tasks in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can implement a delay between tasks using the pause module, which allows you to specify a duration in seconds to wait before continuing execution. What is the significance of Ansible_become?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible_become variable allows you to execute tasks with elevated privileges, typically using sudo, enabling access to perform administrative actions on remote hosts. How can you execute Ansible tasks in parallel?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can execute tasks in parallel by setting the forks parameter in the configuration file or using the F option in the command line, controlling the number of concurrent processes. What is the role of Ansible_SSH_host variable?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Ansible_SSH_host variable specifies the host name or IP address that Ansible uses to connect to a remote host via SSH, allowing for flexible connections. How do you use Ansible Galaxy to install roles?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can use the Ansible Galaxy install command followed by the role name to download and install roles from Ansible Galaxy into your local project directory. Explain the use of copy and template modules.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The copy module is used for static file transfers, while the template module is for dynamic content generation using Jinja 2 templates, allowing for greater flexibility in configurations. How do you manage service states in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Service states can be managed using the service module, which allows you to start, stop, restart, or enable services based on the desired state. What is a Jinja 2 template in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Jinja 2 templates in Ansible are files that contain placeholders for variables. allowing dynamic content generation during playbook execution based on provided data. How do you set default values for variables in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Default values for variables can be set using the default filter in Ginger 2, allowing you to specify a fallback value if the variable is not defined. What is the meta directory in an Ansible role?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The meta directory in an Ansible role is where you can define role dependencies, author information, and other metadata that describe the role. How can you use register in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The register keyword is used to capture the output of a task in a variable, which can then be referenced in subsequent tasks for conditional logic or debugging. Explain the difference between include underscore tasks and import underscore tasks.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Include underscore tasks dynamically loads tasks at runtime, allowing for conditional inclusion, while import underscore tasks loads them statically at playbook pass time, making it easier to manage dependencies. How do you handle different user accounts in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Different user accounts can be managed using the user module, specifying the username and desired attributes, e.g., UID, GID, and groups, for each account. What is the fetch module used for in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The fetch module is used to copy files from remote hosts to the local machine, allowing for easy retrieval of logs, configurations, or other important files. How can you check the syntax of an Ansible playbook?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can check the syntax of an Ansible playbook using the Ansible Playbook syntax check command, which validates the playbook for proper formatting and syntax. What is the purpose of the import underscore playbook directive?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The import underscore playbook directive is used to include another playbook into the current playbook, allowing for modular and organized playbook structures. How do you create a backup of a file before modifying it in Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can create a backup of a file before modifying it by using the backup parameter in modules like copy, template, or line in file. What is the difference between Ansible underscore hostname and inventory underscore hostname?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible underscore hostname refers to the actual host name of the remote machine, while inventory underscore hostname is the name used in the inventory file to identify that machine. How can you use Ansible to manage firewalls?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ansible can manage firewalls using specific modules like Firewall D, UFW, or IP tables, allowing you to configure rules and manage services across hosts. Explain how to create a group in Ansible inventory.
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can create a group in an Ansible inventory file by defining a group name in square brackets and listing the hosts underneath, allowing for easier management of multiple hosts. What is the set_fact module used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The set_fact module is used to define new variables during playbook execution, allowing you to create or modify facts based on task results or conditions. How do you ensure that a specific task runs only once in a playbook?
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can ensure a task runs only once by using the run_once directive, which can be applied to a task or a block, limiting execution to a single instance. How can you implement a rolling update using Ansible?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A rolling update can be implemented by targeting hosts in batches, using the serial parameter in a playbook to control how many hosts are updated simultaneously. What is the purpose of the assert module?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The assert module is used to validate conditions during playbook execution, allowing you to check whether variables or states meet expected criteria and halt execution if they do not. Explain how to use the register keyword for conditionals.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The register keyword captures the output of a task in a variable, which can then be evaluated in subsequent tasks using the when conditional to dictate execution. Based on that output, what is the include_roll directive used for?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The include_roll directive allows you to include and execute roles within a playbook, enabling modular and organized execution of complex configurations.